before you make a decision of bringing an asset to a company, make sure that you have analyzed what this asset is coming to do, how much you're going to use to maintain this asset. If it's electricity that this asset is going to use, how much is this asset going to consume in terms of electricity maintenance, and how much is this asset going to give you at the end of the day. Hello, welcome to the Accounting Girl Show by Ruth Nyandoya. Today, I want us to go through a life of an entrepreneur and the challenges that entrepreneurs face, and sometimes they don't know what is the cause of whatever they are going through. For instance, they have high revenue or they're having high sales, but they are not making profits, or they can see profits on paper, but they don't have cash flow. So today I would want us to at least just go through some of the challenges that the entrepreneurs are going through and how they can just come up and say, look, I'm in business or I'm out of business. Number one, maybe as an entrepreneur, I know it's difficult to make a sale. It's difficult for people to accept the product that you are selling. So sometimes you'll tend to go lower than what you thought. Going lower to a point of you pricing your products at only cost, or even you've even cut the cost. What do I mean by cost? You buy a pen at 5 shillings. You want to sell it at 4 shillings. Will you be in business, or what will you be doing? And slowly, if you continue like that, you end up with zero amount of money. You might have high cost of goods. Maybe the suppliers that are supplying you at a retail price, thinking that is a wholesale price. So when you come to the market, you find that something that you want to sell at 500 shillings is being sold at 300 shillings. And you find yourself, you cannot be able to make a sale at all. So maybe you pay, let's say you want to make, let's just go with the price of a pen. So you buy, the market price, wherever you are, your competitors are selling at 10 shillings and you buy your pen at 9 shillings. So it means you're only going to make a sale of, or a profit of 1 shilling. And it's not a profit because there are overheads that are in there. So it means you're going to make losses. There's some hidden charges like transport that is being done to transport that there. So whenever you're making, you are continuing with your business, there's some expenses that are eating into your capital that are not going to add any value to your business. Others are like rent. When you have rent, you have assets that are not helping you to generate income. Remember, when you bring an asset to a company, before you make a decision of bringing an asset to a company, make sure that you have analyzed what this asset is coming to do, how much you're going to use to maintain this asset. If it's electricity that this asset is going to use, how much is this asset going to consume in terms of electricity maintenance, and how much is this asset going to give you at the end of the day. If you are, let's say you are doing a perfume refill, or a perfume refill or oil refill business, you need to know how much is this machine. How long will I stay with this machine for me to recover this particular invoice? Other hidden machines are wear and tear, depreciation. This machine, you buy it this year, next year is going down, the other year is going down. How long are you going to stay with this machine for it to be able to give you some good revenue to your business? Another thing is some entrepreneurs assume, or they just don't record some expenses. So, meaning that in as much as they'll be looking at the money they have, if you have 1,000 shillings and you lose 100 shillings, you're not going to recover it. Next, you'll lose 50 shillings. By the time we are finishing the month, you have 2 shillings, and that will be the end of your business. When it comes to money matters, you look at the cash flow. You don't the accounting these days. I've always said that there are so many accounting systems that have been brought. Some you pay as low as 300 shillings a month, like QuickBooks. You might pay as long as 300 shillings per month, but this system is going to save you on millions of money. And whenever transactions start becoming overwhelming, you need an accountant or a bookkeeper to come in and help you organize your transactions, because if your transactions are all over, no one would want, even you yourself you'll not want to look at it, because it will be messy, it will be spilling all over, and no one will want, even if you get an investor, no one will want to come to a place where people are not organized. So if we look at that and look at the profitability of the company in terms of just sales minus purchases minus the little expenses that you can track, like rent is a big expense. That one you can pick it very quickly, but you'll not be able to pick the tea that you bought for your staff. You'll not be able to pick the 20 shillings that you gave someone to go and buy you a pen, or you 700 shillings that you spend on printing papers. You need to look at that. And the main thing that I've always in my career, I've looked at business people are not focusing on the cash flow. The cash flow is very, very important. Cash flow management is very, very important in the business. Cash flow management means that whatever the actual cash that goes out and comes in, if you're investing, that's cash flow. It has gone out. But it has gone out not like you're spending. It has gone out because you are investing somewhere with the hope that you're going to get a return. The short-term assets or cash flow that small businesses that deal with are debtors and creditors. So it's good as a business person to be able to shorten the time you give your customers to pay you back, but slightly long the time that you have to pay your suppliers, you can stretch it a little bit so that there's a little bit of cash that is in the company. So when you sell something and you give your customers 15 days to pay, make sure that you recover that money, and your suppliers, you pay them within 30 days. In that way, it will be easier for you to be able to look to see how cash is moving in business, and the more sales you make, how fast you recover your money, that's how fast you get your profit. Another thing about the entrepreneurs is about hiring. Hiring is a different process. Hiring a bad employee or hiring bad employees can make you run crazy, because you might hire people who are like stealing from you. People are not doing the job. I've met different people who have just complained, like, since I had this person, I don't even see the value of having this person in my business. So if you hire someone as an entrepreneur, please list down the things, the responsibilities, the job description that you need this person to do. Some people just give you a job. They don't tell you what to do. Then when things don't work well, they start complaining that this person is not doing it. As an entrepreneur, please lay down the rules of what to do, what time to come to work, what to do at work, the limits, the supervisors, and everything. And if you're alone, learn to manage yourself in terms of you making decisions for the business and doing the daily tasks. Don't encroach yourself into the daily tasks and forgetting that you need to grow this business. You forget to go and network. You forget to market. You forget to look into the books. You forget to look into the transactions that you are doing. As long as you make a sale, you are okay. You don't look at any other thing. 6 months, 8 years down the line, you start seeing you don't have money to pay rent. You don't have money to pay, even if you've contracted people to work on casual basis. You don't even have anything to pay them on that particular day. So try and look at, number one, your cash flow. Number two, your mindset in terms of you dealing with the daily task and managing the company. And the most crucial thing is to look at your cash flow. How many days do you give your customers to pay you back? Should be shorter than the how many days you pay your suppliers, and it will help your company grow and your business grow.